Woo! People of the earth. We have been down this road many times before where we see so much stuff popping off of a date. Per part one of this playlist that you're watching, this is part two. Because Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, remember, she's the only person to be the actress technically, but they're all actors in The Dark Knight and Donnie Darko, which Dark is in both titles because it's all about the dark and bright eye of the Antichrist. Those are ciphers. These are movies created by the AI. Humans end up directing what the AI wrote as a script and what the AI computer generated, the director would shoot. That's how Hollywood works. That is Hollywood magic. And when we look now, April 9th is a Thursday, which is named after Thor. And Thor did have the right eye wound in Thor. I can't pronounce it. It's called Ragnarok. Ragnarok. And when you look at it, it's 3,103 days. That's 313 code. The Zapruder film was framed 313. They never count the zeros, so there's your 313 right there. 3,103 days. And hang on a second. I got something in my eye or somewhere. I got to get this handled. All right, here we go. I think we've got it. I think we've got it handled. There we go. But look at that, right? That's crazy. And what did I have pulled up here? Okay. And yes. And yes. All right. I was pulling up some personal ciphers. Let's go to the next. This store had two release dates. On the other one, to April 9th, it's 3,079 days. 79 is murder in simple gematria. Boom! So both of them are murder. 313 is the Zapruder film frame. Also remember, March 13th, 313 was when they put the LOCK DOWN on us in 2020. That release date also 11/3, that's the anniversary date of One World Trade Tower. So it represents death and rising. 3 years, it's the 3-year anniversary of the opening of Return of the King or One World Trade Tower. Ooh, we do need to look at the two towers, don't we? I should have got into that today. Apparently I did not. And but yeah, those are your two dates. Fascinating. Let's go to the next one. Avengers Infinity War. So Ragnarok, or whatever it's called, that's when Thor lost his right eye. Avengers Infinity War is where he's wearing the right eye patch. And to our Zechariah 11:17 date, it's 7 years, 11 months, 17 days. 11:17 coded, heavily coded. 2,908 days. We know that the 98th verse is the white horse crowning verse. And the other release date is 294 days. Remember, most countries write the date 9/4 instead of 4/9 on April 9th. But again, years, months, days, 7 years, 11 months, 13 days. There's your 11/3 coded again. 7/11 fused with 11-3 code. Both representing rising, by the way. So it's a death and rising situation. Wow. This is just fascinating to me. Voices Carry, Till Tuesday, the song in Donnie Darko. 149.88. Remember, 149 is Antichrist and one of the four base ciphers. 49 is the date. And there's your 88. And there's your 98 for 98 verse crowning. It's all there for Voices Carry, which was released on a Thursday, to our 4/9 date. All we have to do is include both dates, which you're allowed to do. 149.88. That is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Washington, D.C. The opening of Washington, D.C. was July 16th, 1790. Remember, 79 is murder. On our 4/9 date, which is the 99th day of the year, folks, it's 86/099. 86 on day 99. That's also Agent 86 and Agent 99 right there in the days. Guess how many weeks it is? 122.99 weeks for the 86ing taking place on the 99th day of the year. The 22, of course, represents 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder in simple gematria. Whoa! This is crazy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. By the way, 409 is the 80th prime number. I'm just saying. Heisman Trophy. He is man. The Heisman Trophy, 86, 1869, for the inception of the Heisman Trophy, for he is man, to the day he rises, where he is man, 57,148. 148 is Donald J. Trump and Sybil Gematria. Bingo! Look at the months. 187. 1877 months. Remember, 11 times 17 is 187, which is why they use that murder code. Folks, this is a trip. My parents' midpoint. My parents' mom and dad's midpoint date, 86 years, 1 month, 6 days. There's your 86. 1033 months. There's your Revelation 13:3 code. 31448. So you have your 144,000. And you have your 48. 48 is his name in one of the four base ciphers, fused with the 144,000 of the church. Wow. That's personal cipher when you throw your parents and stuff in there. I got all kind of personal ciphers I use. Any personal cipher I use. Heisman Trophy, the first Heisman Trophy winner, his birthday, to the event day, it's 40929. On the rising day when he is man, 40931. 409 is the date, and it's built right into the days. It's built right into it. When he is man is on the rising day, so let's run it to 411. 40931. 409 is the 86ing day. It's built right into it. He is man, first ceremony, it says 12/9/1935. Oh, so the very first one we did in He is Man, that was the of John Heisman himself. And John is the middle name of our future Antichrist. And I'm pretty sure his name was John Heisman. If I'm wrong on that, I'm pretty sure his first name was John. I guess we can go to it in just a second. But the first ceremony, 32996. And it is the 99th day of the year, isn't it? When the 86ing date takes place. And if you run that to 49, it literally has 99 and 94. Remember, the date written in most countries would be 94, not 49. It's 90 years, 4 days. So there's your 4994 code again in the years and months. It's also in the days. And 99 is also in the days, which is, it's the 99th day of the year. This 49 date that we are looking at. So if we look at, what were we going to Google and look at? Oh. The Heisman Trophy was named after John Heisman. Yes, the Heisman Trophy is named after John W. Heisman, 1869, and that's that date we ran to. All right, so we are done with that prep there. I want to now take us to Spectre. We run Spectre to our 49 date. It's 3,818 days. There is your 38, which is death in simple gematria and murder in reverse reduction. And it's fused with 818, which is on the clocks in Back to the Future. Boom! Do I run Back to the Future in this prep? I do believe that I do. They went 88 miles per hour on 10/26/1985. If you look at it to the rising day, I know this is built into my prep, but let's go and do it now. There it is, 14,777 days. 2111 weeks. Remember 777. Shaking My Head Productions, an AI site which exposes a lot of their world. Sat there and went over the 777s just the other day, knowing we would be doing this. Back to the Future came out on July 3rd, 1985. I might already have it in the prep, but let's go ahead and run it anyway. Look at that. It's 148, which is Donald J. Trump in Simple Gematria, along with the 48, which is his name. I can't remember if it's middle initial or not. Donald Trump or Donald J. Trump, 48 in one of the 4 base ciphers. 89 is in Donald Trump and Donald J. Trump in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. So it's baked into all of it. Also, the hours begin with 357. So just 4 hours before that is 357, 404, which is the amount of verses in Daniel and the amount of verses in Revelation. And this is on the rising day. So the day before the rising day, 357 and 404 is baked right into the hours. That is just fantastical. It's also 40 years, 9 months. So there's your date of 409 built right in. I just now noticed that. And 489 in the months. And it's 489 also in the days. So 489 in the months. 489 is baked into the days. And 40 years, that's 40 years, 9 months. There's your 409, which is the date of the event, is built right into the rising date of Back to the Future. And if you run it to 49, it's in there also. 40 years, 9 months, 6 days. And 489, again, in the days and the months. Folks, this is mind-blowing. Now we run the Writing on the Wall release of the song to our event day. And there it is, 3,849 days. 49 is our date, 4/9. So on the day of 4/9 is the Writing on the Wall. How crazy and mind-blowing is that? It's nuts, is what it is. It's nuts. Then you go run Spectre to the event day. In Spectre and then No Time to Die represents death and rising due to the double entendre of the female. She's in both movies, his love interest. So it's 3,807 days. for 007. Remember, 38 is death. In simple gematria, it is murder in reverse reduction. There it is, 3807 on your murder date. Golly. And 389 or 3809. Remember, 89 is in his name in the Jewish in the Jewish Hebrew in both Donald Trump and Donald J. Trump. Ana de Armas, she's been in all kind of ciphers. She's been in his in Daniel Craig, who's always representing 007. She was in his original Knives Out, and she was, of course, in No Time to Die. She's April 30th, 1988, so she's an 88 baby. And I want you to look to the rising day, 13860. That's 138 is his name, and 86, or being 86th, is built right into the days to the rising day. She would be 13858 on the 86ing day. And 138 again is Donald Trump in simple gematria. So it's a death and rising mixture there. No Time to Die film. 2, The Rising Day. 1646. That's way more of a personal cipher for me. Way more personal cipher. The song No Time to Die is 6 years, 1 month, 27 days. So 127 is Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7 coded. Not much else. The White Horse Bronco representing rising to the rising day, 11,621, 381 months, 1660 in the weeks, 31 years, 9 months, 25 days. 619, 923. All right. Nothing super califragilisticexpialidocious there. Same with the Nicole Brown Simpson event. It was in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Come on, we've been over that a million times. Now I want to look at, all right, personal cipher. And these are personal ciphers of my right eye wound. Personal cipher and personal cipher. Then we got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood film. When we look at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's got 3 dates. Because this will be like a Hollywood production, this right eye wound, this clone or body double or twin. May 21st, July 26th, which is 7/26, and August 14th. The 7/26th, over to our 4/9 date. There it is, 2449. So the date is baked right into it. Look at the weeks, 349. 349 a week, 6 days. So 49 is baked into the days and the weeks. It's also 80 months. Remember, the 80th prime number is 409. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, United States release, direct hit. Direct smash hit. The total solar that made the X across Americas had a midpoint. Well, the total solar, that was the midpoint of the 2 total solars that made the X across America. To our rising date, not only is it 44 in the days, it's 1944, but you got 94, which is our 4994 code, depending on which country writes the date one way or the other, 94 or 49. It's got our April 4th date baked right into it. All right, that's fascinating stuff. Let's go to The Matrix. Matrix has 3 dates. Matrix, by the way, in the URL is 133093. So it's Revelation 13:3 coded. And it's got 3 dates, March 24th, March 31st, and April 8th. So on the eve of the event was a Matrix release. So Matrix to the Rising Day, 9,088 0 days. There's your 98 verse and your 88 built right into it. Bingo. Bingo boingo. And on your 4-8, it's 9863. And look at the weeks, 1409 in the week. So the date of the event is built right in to that Matrix date. McCloud TV series, McMillan and Wife, Columbo, all of that. The McCloud TV series, that's going to be too bizarre to explain to y'all. The Columbo is 21,233 with 3033 in the weeks. So a lot of 33s. We like it. McMillan and Wife TV series to our event, 199 in 28 days. So on the 99th day, there's your 99 baked into the days. Bingo boingo. Boingo boingo. And did we have anything else prepped for it? Looks like we did. There's your Back to the Future, which we told you about when they went 88 miles per hour on 10/26/1985, 14,777 days on the Rising Day. That's absolutely and utterly total perfection. And there's your Back to the Future release date that we've already went over, 148 and the 89. All of it. I mean, it's just the 40 years, the 9 months, which is your 409 coded. 9/11/2001 is 8978 to the Rising Day. And so there's your 89, which is in his name in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria as Donald Trump, which is 589, and Donald J. Trump, which is 1189. And we have an 1189 code in here somewhere in this prep here, because this is my last prep. So it's somewhere in one of these tabs up top here. Personal cipher, bingo. Wow, love it. Another personal cipher, 7474, bingo. Not going to go over it. Not going to go over that either. And yeah, I need to save these for myself just to remind me that these personal ciphers are wow. All right, 1218. This is on Her Majesty's Secret Service. It's 20566. But more importantly, on this event day, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, which was tied to No Time to Die, it's 56 years, 3 months, 22 days, 322 coded. 29, 38 weeks, 38 death and murder code, 322 code for On Her Majesty's Secret Service. All right, the ladies that are all involved in these Daniel Craig movies, she's 148.92. Ooh, she'll be 148.94. So the love interest in No Time to Die, she was born right before Back to the Future came out, 2 days before. So she's 148.94. So she has the date of the event fused in with the 148, which is also a 48. So it's his name in simple gematria. It's his name in another gematria, one of the 4 base ciphers. There's your 89 again. And if you include both dates, it's 40 years, 9 months, 11 days. 9/11 is coded, along with the 409 is coded into the years and the months again. That one's all over the place. His love interest in Casino Royale. Nothing too spectacular there. I'm not even going to speak to it, but the 713 is there, which is the right ear date. By the way, that right ear date on 713. Oh, the right ear date. Um, July 13th, 2024. It's 1 year, 8 months, 27 days. Nothing really too big. And then this past year, there was an event in 2025 on September 10th. I did not prep that one, so let's take a look at it. It's 211 days. Be 213 days on Rising. 213 is the release date of the song No Time to Die. So I would consider that a very coy direct smash hit. When you key in 409 into the Jewish Hebrew Gematria, Putin is the first thing that pops up, along with heart attack. And if I'm not mistaken, an iPad Goat, they've got the heart attack symbols, like the heart is being split open or something like that, if not mistaken. Yeah. 3/11/2020, we remember that date. 2R49 date. It's a 37 progression, and it is 2220 days. 2,220 days. 222 coded. And when you key in 2220 divided by 37, it is the 60th progression. Wow. On 4/11, Christmas is the first thing that pops up. Interesting. Okay. Well, Trump and I's midpoint lands on Christmas. And on the rising day, 11/17, on the rising day, Revelation 11:7 is built in as it's 25 years, 1 month, 17 days. So there's your 11/7 code built right in. It's also built into the months and the days, 301:17. So it's a 3 followed by 117 for Revelation 11:7, the rising. And this is to the rising day, by the way, from Trump and I's midpoint. Trump and I's midpoint is, no, this is not Trump and I's midpoint. This is a personal cipher. Okay, this is somebody that I know, personal cipher. I saw the 25 after the Christmas thing and it threw me off. Trump and I's midpoint is 12/25/1953. What was I thinking? And to the event day, my address is baked right into the days. Goodness gracious alive. I'm not going to tell you what my address is. It's pretty easy to figure out if you do enough simple searches. But wow. I can't believe, wow. I cannot believe, wow. But my entire numerical address is in there somewhere in those days. Potentially fused with the year because you can see it begins with 26. So, wow. No wonder Christmas is in there. Womp womp. All right. So the re-release of iPad Goat was 2/7/2024, and you run it to our right eye wound date, and it's 792 days. There's your 79 right there. 79 is murder and sickle gematria. It's 2 years, 2 months, 2 days. There's your 222 code. It's also 113 weeks. So there's your 11/3 or March 11th coded. And we remember March 11th, 2020. The other release dates of iPad Goat was 2012, and it was June 24th was the big date. That's 5037 days. Wow. 888 is in the hour, 719 weeks. 719 is, that's a fantastical. Anyway, and the YouTube release date of iPad Goat was on 7/3, 7/18 in the weeks. 7/18 release date of remember Porsche 911, Porsche 7/18. So, but 7/18 was the release of the Dark Knight. And if we run the Dark Knight, which we should, this is 12/7/1965. 12/7/1965. It is 22:038. I just don't remember what it was. What in the world was 12/7/1965? It's also 148 in the weeks, 3,148 weeks. That is unbelievable ciphers for the event. And I cannot remember what 12/7/65 was. Oh, it was the release of something. Or somebody's birthday, something. Man, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I think it was something in our yes. Let's go to it. Yeah. What it is, it's 1965, 1965, 1965. It was something. And but we can also look at the 37 progressions that land on this. Because if not mistaken, the event is our hang on just a quick second. I'll find all this out. Yeah, a very dark day, personal cipher to this 4/9 date. It's 1313 days. So there's your Zerbruder film 313, which is today's date, by the way. It's also 187 in the weeks, so that's a pretty, very deep, detailed personal cipher. And there's me and that person's combined number right there, 359. That's a long story. But wow. An event that took place prior, just a few days prior, it would be 1319, 1318, 1317. If you run it to the rising day, tell you what, that big event that took place, when you run it to the rising day and include both dates, you get 1,322 days for 322, and it's 188 weeks and 6 days. So there's your 88 being 86 and all of it. It's a big personal cipher. Anyway, let's go ahead and close this out. This is a big day that we're looking at, this April 9th. It's a big deal. All right, love y'all. This is number 2 on the playlist, so stick with the playlist. Go to the playlist on this channel and start from the beginning.